Question 18, have a go. Now, with these trial and improvement questions, the layout is absolutely crucial. Hence the bold type, you must show all your workings. So we're told it has a solution between 4 and 5, and also that you've got to give your answers correct to one decimal place. So up here I've listed all the possible answers. You don't have to do this, but I think it helps gather our thoughts. So between 4 and 5, but to one decimal place. Excuse me. So start in the middle. So we'll kick off having a look at 4.5. So 4.5. If x is 4.5 and we cube it and we take away 5 lots of 4.5, we get 68.6, which is too high. That's bigger than 60. So we write the comment too high. So 4.5 is too high. So by definition, our true answer is lower. So we can already cross out 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 and 4.9. They cannot be the final answer we want. 4.5 could still be, but we can certainly anything bigger we don't want, so we've rejected those 4. We then basically go for sort of the middle of the remaining ones, so 4.3. So 4.3, give 4.3 a go, plug it into your calculator, you get 58.0, which is too low because we're aiming for 60. So 4.3 is too low, so we know that's too low, so certainly 4.2 and 4.1 are definitely out because they're even lower, so we cross those out. So we're left with 4.3, 4.4 and 4.5 at this point. So try 4.4, so we pop 4.4 in and we get 63.2, bigger than 60, so that's too high. So 4.3 is too low, and yet 4.4 is too high. Okay, so they are what I like to call the two goalposts. There are two values. Now our final answer is going to be one of these. Now the key thing is you can't just go and say, oh, it must be 4.3 because look, that's only 2 away from 60, whereas this one's 3.2 away. That won't do. You've got to prove that it's 4.3 by basically splitting the difference. So we're going to do 4.35, but to conclude therefore which of these two answers is our final answer. So popping 4.35 in, we get 60.6, which is too high. So what we're saying is 4.35 is too high. So the true answer is less than 4.35, and therefore by definition is closer to 4.3 than 4.4. So now we can give our final answer of 4.3. Okay, so now we can write 4.3, but it is paramount that you included this 4.35 as a line of working, but did not give it as your final answer. Question 19, very similar, have a go. So I'm going to do a lot less chatting on this one as it's very similar to question 18. Start off in the middle with 3.5. That was too high, so I've tried 3.3. That was also too high, so I've tried 3.2, and that was too low. So I know my final answer is going to be either 3.3 or 3.2, so I go halfway between the two at 3.25. That was too high, so the true answer is less than 3.25, therefore closer to 3.2, so that's my final answer. This bit up here and this bit here do not need to be included in your workings, but I suggest you do. This table has to be included.